Okay, so we just got into Universal Studios Hollywood, and we're going to be looking around at the merch at the first shop at the beginning, which I'm super excited about, as we pass some Universal Monsters merch. If I can, yep, there's some right behind me. I got some of the shirts right there. But now we're going to be looking at some of the Halloween Horror Night stuff, and this is going to be pretty cool. So first up, we have the Five Nights at Freddy's hats, and they look really cool. And I will show the back to say, oh, Halloween Horror Nights. And then right below that, we have the Fallout shirt, which looks really nice. And that shirt is 33, so that's pretty good. Now, I did notice with the website for Universal that they didn't post this shirt on the website, so maybe they'll post it later down the road. But I really like the design of this shirt. All right, and here we have the Fallout mug, or the tumbler cup, and this looks really cool. Halloween Horror Nights 2025 for Fallout. Now, I've shown this in a previous video, but we have the Jason Universe mug, which looks really good. It's a pretty good display. They do have the Jason Universe t-shirt, which looks really good, and I do have that one. I didn't wear it for this trip, because I'm wearing a Power Ranger shirt for this one, but I'll show the front just in case if you missed the unboxing video, and that is what the logo looks like on the front. And here we have the Five Nights at Freddy's shirt, which I really love this design, and it's really awesome to see this in the parks. So I can't wait to show the rest of the merch, and all the shirts I believe are 33 for the short sleeves anyway. But this is awesome. And here we have the different pieces that are going to be going into the stained glass window, which I'll show very shortly. So we got the Wyatt Six, Freddy Fazbear, Jason Voorhees, and one of the characters from Fallout, which that's super cool. I didn't see Art the Clown yet, so I'll have to find another shop and find those. But this is really cool. And this is the stained glass portion that all the pieces will fit, which I believe Freddy is on the bottom. The character from Fallout will be right there. Jason's right there. Art the Clown, and then the Wyatt Six. So that's pretty cool. And then right below this, we have the Wyatt Six shirt, which is a short sleeve shirt, which I believe is also 33. Yep, that's also 33. That's the front design. And on the back, that's really cool. And it wouldn't be a Universal Studios vlog video without seeing some Funko Pops. So let's take a look at some of the Funko Pops. Okay, so here we have the Care Bears as the Universal Monsters. We have Grumpy Bear as Frankenstein, the Tenderheart Bear as Dracula, Bedtime Bear as the Mummy, and Cheer Bear as the Bride of Frankenstein, which I do have that one, and that's a really cool pop. And here we have some more Funko Pops for the new movie Jurassic World Rebirth, which the pop looks pretty good. And then right below that we have the Jumbo Pops for the Spinosaurus, which is really awesome. That's really cool. They have this in the park, and I can't wait to see what other stuff we find in the park. And as we happen to walk by in the shop, we did notice that they have Matt Hooper and Quint for the Jaws 50th anniversary pops. So that's really neat. So there's going to be a lot of Funko Pops in this video going to be appearing, just based on the first shop that we're in. And here is one of the best pieces of the merch for Jaws. It is the Jaws Sipper. So we'll flip it around, so that way we can see Jaws 50th. And that looks really cool. And there we go. That's pretty cool. I'm going to have to pick that up before we head out of the park today, because that's really awesome. And then we got a big display of the Amity Island stuff here. So some of the t-shirts and some of the stuff here for the posters. And I'm kind of surprised they still have stuff for the studio tour. It doesn't say the anniversary on it, but they still have. Oh no, this one has it on for the Woody Woodpecker glass, so that's pretty cool for the mug actually. So this is a really cool set of different things. And let's take a look at this jacket that's over here. I don't remember this jacket from last year, so this is actually might be a new one for the tour stuff. So this is pretty cool. And let's see what is the price for this one? 60. That's not bad. And they still have the 60th anniversary studio tour tram bucket for the popcorn, which is really nice. Let me see if I can bump up the brightness just a little as my fingers enter into the frame, which I didn't mean to. But that looks great. And I do have one at home, but it's cool to see that they still have a few of these available at Universal Studios Hollywood. And right behind me, we have some Back to the Future 40th anniversary merch. But I'm going to flip the camera over for a second so that way we can see the vest that Marty McFly wears. So here is the puffy jacket that you can get, or the puffy vest, I mean, sorry, for Marty McFly, which is really cool. But here on the bottom is one of my favorite pieces of merch for Back to the Future they have for Back to the Future 3, and that is the Roosevelt shirt for Marty McFly for one of the shirts that Doc gives him in 1955. So that is really cool. All right, I'm on my way to The Simpsons with my dad, and we're seeing Fast and Furious. It's looking really good. Not much of a roller coaster person, but I'm interested to see how the ride actually goes. The new ride comes out in 2026, and I can't wait to see how it runs. Okay, so we got the Krusty Burger today. We got some fries, and we got the burger with just cheese. And I really like that. That's a nice touch. And for the drink, we got Buzz Cola, one of my favorites. So that's going to be really cool to have this at Universal Studios Hollywood. All right, it's time for a nice, refreshing Buzz Cola. That's really good. I love getting the Buzz Cola at Krusty Land, either at Universal Studios Hollywood or Universal Studios Florida. So this is really good to have. All right, now it's time to try the fries, and let's see how it is. That's a pretty good fry. I'm very happy with that. And now we're gonna go try the burger, or the cheeseburger for Krusty Land. I'm gonna do that over. And now we're gonna be trying the Krusty Burger with just cheese. Before I do that, let's remove this out of the bun. Put that right there. And now let's try the burger. All right, it's time for the first bite. Let's see how it tastes. That's pretty good. I will say there's a key difference between Universal Studios Hollywood and Orlando. Hollywood uses slices of cheese, where Orlando uses like a cheese sauce. So I prefer the cheese sauce, but this is still pretty good. I'm very happy with this. All right, we have some Halloween Horror Night stuff up here, and it looks really cool. Here it is, the world famous studio tour. And only a 5-minute wait, so that's gonna be really cool. And I love going on this ride. This is awesome. Okay, so we got the studio maps coming up, and we're gonna show you that on the tour here that it still says Fast and Furious out here, but that is now gone.
show The Voice. Working on the 28th season. We got the subway tracks, the platforms are on the far left, makeup station, hair and makeup. And right next to that is craft services. That's where all the snacks and coffee are. That's everybody's favorite spot on set is. We'll be here for a moment, so if you want to take pictures, go. Uh-oh. Oh boy. All right, hang on, everybody. How did you survive earthquake? One. And now when you can see a fully decorated set. George, how's the water today, buddy? Pop up and say hello to us, huh? I kind of want to be in the water today. Oh, maybe not. George, get back to the boat, buddy. Yeah. George, there you go. There's a shark coming right for you. See that? Go to the boat. Go to the boat. No, not the water. Hey, buddy, you sound like you have difficulty out there. You doing okay? Oh, oh, goodness. Okay. Everybody say bye, George. There you go. We're gonna need a bigger tram.
How to replicate what the movie had done to audiences in a real way by building a physical shark that would come out of the water and terrify tourists.
It's a good start. Let's go even further. Let's go ahead and cue The rain. Now we are creating this movie rain by using a very sophisticated, very high-tech piece of film equipment. It's called a sprinkler. That's right, high-tech sprinkler on top of the poles there. Anyways, you know what happens? You have a lot of rain all at once, right? Well, if you don't, keep your eyes on the left-hand side. You're about to find out, especially you. And that's right, you get too much rain all at once, you get a flash. Our mechanical shark there, pretty cool. Now, if you look to the hanging shark, just past that, there's a sign for Cabot Cove. That's because that little set was actually used as Cabot Cove for Murder, She Wrote. This one's actually the Glamour Tram. That's actually what the earliest version of the Studio Tour Tram looked like in 1964. We got the Gyrosphere from Jurassic World, yes. This black Charger right there, alongside with some other Fast and Furious vehicles. Fortnite's being constructed right in front of it. That's where all the lights and fences are. And then top of the hill, we got the Psycho House. Of course, the Psycho House and the motel used in the movie Psycho, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, one of the most iconic killers ever made. Oh, look at that! We're gonna get out and out of here. Folks, that is a real 747 jet there. That's right, we purchased a retired jet, and then we tore it apart to decorate our set. And that was the actual location we used for War of the Worlds. We left it there because it's such a great example of production design. We got another great example of a fully detailed set. same exact set, so we just brought them out here on the back lot, reconstructed them just as they were. But yeah, pretty amazing. We got to see the actual sets there. Now, writer-director Jordan Peele, director of Nope, took a lot of influence from legends like Alfred Hitchcock and Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg has a huge influence, of course.
15 minutes until I'm sure the bus left, and then I had the entire lot to myself that day. And in those days, movie lots were so crowded.
We got the clock tower out here right outside the end of the studio tour. That's really cool. Like, I'm very surprised this is out here. So if you're here at Universal Studios Hollywood, I would highly recommend going checking that out while it's still here. And here are some of the promotional stuff going on. So we got WWE, Resident Alien, Access Hollywood, Today, Twisted Metal, the Kelly Clarkson Show. Okay, we got another full Jaws display, and this time we actually see the great white shark, which has like a ocean pattern on it, which is really cool. And we just got done Transformers, loved it. And for one of the water sections, the water was actually a lot this time, so that was really cool. All right, we got some merch here for the Mummy. So these are really cool hats and a nice hoodie, which the hoodie is 80 and the hat is 35. Not bad. And here we have some Dracula pops, and these are really neat. And there's some more Universal Monster stuff right here. And the pops are 20. So that's not too bad. And we also have the Bride of Frankenstein Pops, which I do have this one, but this is really cool to see this in the park. All right, here's another look at the Jason's Universe barbecue. I just wanted to see what was on this side. So we got the activity board, which has the s'mores on this side. So that's pretty good. And this is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see it. And here we have Jurassic World, the ride. Unfortunately, I did not get to ride it this time around, but I thought I would show some really cool footage of the ending of the ride. Got a nice waterfall right here. And we're going to see the ride hopefully come down the fall here. And I don't know, there might be one coming down soon. And what we're going to do is we're going to zoom out just a little. Okay. Where that high rise is where then we can see Sideshow Bob escaping through the window. Such an awesome display.